Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening and assembling the LEGO Technic Set 42163, the heavy bulldozer. This is a Technic mini set. It's currently 20% off in B&M and it's currently at £7 at B&M price plus another 20% at the moment, and that is until Tuesday. So if this video comes on after Tuesday, so you probably will be too late, but there is lots of good Lego. There's lots of good Lego at 20% off in there. It's you're not getting great prices on it, otherwise the shelf would be completely empty. But there are lots of good sets on them. I picked this one up for just over £5, which is pretty good value really for what it is, and plus the amount of bricks you're going to get as well. So we'll get it open. Put the box over here. We have a little instruction manual here, and there is a little gear cog that actually walks you through the instructions as well, which is quite nice to see. I do quite like the fact that LEGO are actually putting little bits in like that. So as is a Technic set, it doesn't come with a figure, so we got 3 bags, one bag of bits here, one bag of larger bits, and a bag of treads here. So we'll get the bags open. These sets are quite fiddly, and there's lots of small fiddly bits in them. But they do usually look quite good, and they are generally worth the time and effort that goes into them. So I'll open up the bag of treads, but I won't tip that out yet because I know where that's going to be. I know how that's. So I'll leave the bag of treads open over there. So we start off with a yellow 7x1 Technic bar, which is one of these. Then we have 2 grey Technic round connectors, which are these ones here, and then 2 Technic black connectors. They go on like that. Next you have a Technic 7 long L right-handed L bar, like that. L bar, I think. And then you have a Technic 2 bar with one round and one cross. This goes on the other side, like so. Put this piece over here for the time being. Then we get a Technic alternate 3 bar. So you got some cross connectors on the ends and a round connector on the going the opposite way. Then you have a a 3 connector with 2 part cross and 1 part round in black, goes on one end, and a yellow 7 axle. I won't keep saying the word Technic because it's a Technic build. If it's a normal set, you probably use the word Technic more often. So that goes on there like that. That should be about halfway. You can always readjust that as you go through the build. Now you have a brown 5-axle with a solid base on it, goes through the middle, and you have a grey worm gear, which is one of these pieces here, which goes on top like that. You'll see why it's called a worm gear in a minute when we get further into the build, so put that down here for the time being. Next we have a 3-bar with another one of these 3 bars with 2 crosses and a round one in the middle. And you have another yellow 7-bar. And then you have another black we should have another black 3 connector, which is 2-part cross connector and 1-part round. Goes on there like that. Then goes on top here, like that. Now we have a black 2, where I can't see it. Probably should get glasses, but I probably won't, so. Maybe it's in this bag, so put it in that bag there. So it's not in there. I'm trying to find the spacer piece that I'm looking for at the moment. It's probably staring me right in the face at the moment. I just can't see it. So. Bear with me on this, it's on here somewhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's one of the. It's a Technic 2 cross connector spacer, which goes on the top here, which holds all this in together. Apparently that goes in there like that. So that bit there, which we made this bit on here, goes through there into there like that. That goes in there like that, and that all goes together. Next we get a grey 9-axle and a dark grey, I call it a 1 gear because it's about the size of one Technic piece. That goes in the middle there like that. And that goes through there and attaches to the worm gear part there. So as you can see, when you turn that, that turns around. Now you've got a Technic 7 L bar, which is one of these, and a black round connector, which goes on the bottom there like that. And this bit goes on this side here. Like that. Next we do the next bit of it, which starts off as a black 5 L bar. Now you have a dark blue 3 connector, or blue 3 connector. Goes in there like that. A black another black 3 connector, which is 2 parts cross and 1 part round. Goes in the bottom. You have 2 of these yellow 4 connector pieces like this. So you've got 2 of these. So one of these goes on each side. Like so. You got 2 of the blue half cross, half round connectors, and these go into the bottom pieces here. I'll show you this in a minute. They go on like that. And that attaches onto this hole here. Like so. Now we have a 7 bar like this, and 2 grey connectors, 2 grey round connectors. They go in like that. And they go on this side here. Like that. So it is actually starting to appear to look like it's starting to get some structure now. Next we have one of these black two bars with one side cross, one side round, and a black connector which goes in the round hole there, as you can see, and this goes on this side here where the cross connector is. Goes on there like that. So it's all been done in a sort of with some symmetry. Now we start on the next bit, which I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm not going to try and guess, because if you watch my videos regularly and I try and guess, I usually get it wrong. So it's Technic as well. So we have a 5 L bar, a blue round 3 connector goes on there, in there like that. You have 2 of these 2x1 base plates with the round connector on one end. So I've got to put 2 of these on here. Then you've got a yellow 3x2 base plate, which is quite a relief. Nice to see some, that goes on there like that. Then you have a black 2x1 base plate, which goes on the top there. Then you have 2 of the black two of the black 2x1 base plates with the Technic connector on the bottom, which I'm just looking for now. Again, probably staring me in the face, but just can't see it at the moment. There we go, hiding. So 2 of these again. There you go, on like that. Then you've got 2 yellow 3x1 plates. And 3 black 2x1 vented plates. Nearly lost one there. Which are these ones here. This looks like it's going to be part of the front plate for the Bulldozer. So that goes on there like that. Then we flip that over like that. And then I'm trying to look at how they want this to go in, because it's a bit of a you have a brown 5 axle which goes in this hole here. And then you have a grey 5 axle. 5 is the number of studs you would count it on, so that's 5, and this one is 5 as well, so it's the same. Then you have a yellow half cross, half round, right angled piece. And you put the grey axle onto there like that. I've had problems with one of these pieces in the past, so a very kind person did help me out on that, so thank you very much. Then you've got another one of these opposite cross and round pieces. Make sure you get the right ones on it, otherwise it can cause problems. Next we've got a couple more bits on to go on the side here. We start off with a blue round 3 connector, a black round larger spacer. That goes in the middle there like that. And then you have a yellow 5 piece. Then a black round connector piece. They go on together like that. Then you've got a black 5L piece, called an L piece because it looks like an L. Then you've got a black 2 bar, which is half cross and half round. That goes on there like that. And that connects onto these 2 bars here, these 2 connection points here. So that goes on there like that. Next we make, looks like a bit that goes on the top here. I'm not sure exactly what it does. I'm not going to guess it either yet. So thank you for bearing with me on this video if you have. So we've got one of these 3 long connector pieces with the cross connectors on the end and the round one in the middle going the opposite way. Have a black connector piece goes on there like that. A grey 5 axle. Goes on there like that. And then you have a blue half cross, half round connector piece. Goes on there like that. And then you have a yellow spacer piece goes on there, as you can see. Now this piece here connects onto these 2 holes here. Like so. Next we build the next piece, which starts off with a black thin plate with two cross connectors in it. Then you have a yellow 3 axle. Then you have another black 2 bar, thin 2 bar with cross connectors on it. Then you have a yellow 3 bar with the cross connectors on one end and the round piece in the middle. So you've got lots of these pieces in this set, and a red two axle piece. They go on like that, as you can see. Then you have a black 5T piece, which is one of these, a T piece for obvious reasons. Then you have a blue round 3 connector that goes in the middle there. Then you have two black two bars with half round and half studded, so they can only go one way on here. So they go together like that, and that connects onto the red 2 axle there, like so. Then you have 2 of the black 2 thin connectors, or the thin bars. They go on like that. And this piece here connects onto the middle bit here where this grey axle is sticking out. So pull that back a little bit. And that goes through like that. Now we have a yellow 3 axle and a red 4 axle, which are these ones here. The yellow 3 axle goes in the back bit here. The yellow 3 axle goes in there. And gets pushed through like that. And the red 4 axle goes in the top there like that. You actually make the bit that goes on this side. So Technic Lego is, like I said before, is a lot of it is about symmetry. So we have a black 5L base. Like that, sorry, I do apologise. Fortunately, it's on a screen, so you should be safe from any lurgy. So then you have a blue 3 connector piece and another black round spacer which goes in the middle like that. Goes in like that. So that goes on this side here. We are now over halfway on this build, and because it's lots of small fiddly bits, is the way these builds just go. So, but there'll be a lot of like repetition on this side. So we start off with one of these yellow three pieces like this, with the cross and the round pieces on, a blue half cross half round connector, a black round connector goes on the top, and a yellow double spacer goes on the top there, like so. And that bit there goes on that side there where the grey bit is. So that goes on there like that. As you can see, it's looking very similar. You have a 5-bar here with a black 2-bar like this, and a black connector goes in there like that, and on there like that. And then it connects on that side, like so. Next you have a 5, what I call a 5 fin bar, like that, with 2 cream half studs. They go on like that, and then go over the top of that bit there, like that. And then a yellow half spacer, which is one of these pieces here, and a black thick gear like that goes on top there. That's the bit that does the turning, and that's probably for the wheels looking at it. As you see, we're getting a shape now, so we are getting through this now. So thank you for bearing with me on this video. Now we have 2 of these thin cross 2 bars, which are these ones here. 2 black 4 axles. Like so. And then a black right angled connector, which is, so it's got a cross connector on the bottom and a cross connector on the top, so when it goes on there, you can go, it's in black, which is not the easiest thing to see, so I'll try and put it up near my face, like that. Has other potentials as well. Then that piece goes across that middle bar there. So that goes across there like that. Try and shade that. You've got another one of these black right angle connector pieces. And a thin black 2-bar. we are getting somewhere because we are now putting the wheels on it for the tracks. So we've got these big red gear pieces as well. Do quite like these because you do. When I used to build with Technic Lego, you have very limited pieces, and the pieces have got a lot better over the years. And there wasn't quite so many of these mini builds either. So I put all 4 on here. So because I got a little bit excited because I know where they're going. So. We'll stick on one side for the time being. So now we put the yellow double spacer on this side with a yellow cross and round right angle connector piece. So I've got to push this through a bit further. You normally end up doing this with Technic Lego anyway, so. I'll try and turn this round so it's hopefully in the right place. So we do the same on the other side. I've already put the gears on there already, but we do the yellow spacer and the yellow right angled connector. That goes on there like that. Now we've got to do what I generally consider to be the boring bit, the tracks. I once had to do something a lot bigger than this and add a lot more track pieces in. I think about 150 pieces, if memory serves me right. So I do tell this story quite when I do these builds. So we have 48 of these pieces, so we have 24 on each side. So I'm going to try and divide this up a bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bear with me. If you do want to fast forward through this bit, I don't mind. I'm going to try and separate these into, well, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18. Always practice your maths kit. Anyone who's watching, your maths does come in handy. So I now should have these split into half. So I should have them counted out just right. And these pieces are track pieces, and they got a male and female connector on each side, and go together like that. Ooh. And I would try and put these together as quick as possible. Like I say, if ever you buy one of these really big sets and it's got lots of tracks on it, you will spend a lot more of your life than you probably would like to actually doing this. So, which is probably the reason why I'm talking a bit more now. So, because I've got them separated, but that is part of the fun of Technic Lego in my experience. So. The fact you've got nearly 50 of these in a mini set is like, it's a lot of work, but generally, ultimately, it's worth it because the builds do end up looking good. And this one isn't actually a 2-in-1 either, though, because sometimes they do these in 2-in-1 and they only give you one set of instructions. So, and then you have to go online to get the other instructions, which I generally don't like to do. If I had the time, I definitely would. So I'm just getting on the first one done. This is the most laborious part of these Technic builds. Putting all these chain links together. It can be quite therapeutic as well. So there we go. That's the first one done. I'm going to double check I've done it right before I put these on here. Like I say, do feel free to fast forward through this bit if you really want to, because you cannot do this job any quicker, unfortunately. It's one of those, just one of those little things when you do it. It's when you're doing it, it's you can find it very therapeutic, like I said earlier. But so I am trying to keep this as interesting as possible. So I think the one I had was the pneumatic forklift when it went. When all the pneumatic stuff was new, and the forklift would go up and down as well, and it had all the pneumatic bit, had all the it controlled all the airflow and stuff, like that in it. And they got some really nice bricks with it as well. It wasn't any of the big sets. I never really got any of the big sets. I have got one of the what was considered the holy grail of Technic back in the day, which is the blue go-kart. And I picked that up the other week, which I'm still waiting to see what parts I'm missing on it. I didn't pay. I got it at a good price. I got it from a good price at a toy fair, and I'm going to at some point I'm going to put it together and put it on the channel and then probably do a review on it, because I may do a build on it, but it is a massive build. It came in a really big box back in the day, and it was like a holy grail of Technic Lego. So. Let's check these are the same length. Nope, I have miscalculated. Or they put too many in, one or the other. Find out in a minute. See, what I've done is actually make sure each one, this is what you make sure when you've got to do two the same, you make sure they're the same length. So thanks for bearing with me on that and listening to me waffle. So now we put these on the site, on these gears here. I'm going to try and get these to connect. We may have had a spare piece in here because I think they are slightly bigger. I'm going to try taking one off this side because I think they may have given me one too many, which is quite nice of Lego to miscount like that, because going the other way, because these are the bits you're very likely to lose. I'm just trying to connect this. If you take one off, it will be a bit tighter. No, hang on. You've got to make sure it's on the red gear wheels, but yeah, they have given me one too many, which so I wasn't. My count was right, which was good. But saying that, as long as it works, as long as the build looks good, that is the main thing. Again, thank you for bearing with me on this part of the build. I think these are the, see, that's the Bulldozer on there. So as you see, the tracks work quite well on that. So if you have bared with me on that, you'll see how good that really is. Probably do take another one out, to be honest with you, I reckon, but it does work quite well. And you've got two spare ones as well, which is very nice. Now we make the Bulldozer. We make the Bulldozer arms, and we start with, so we've got two of these yellow 7 Technic bricks. I will go back to using the Technic bricks because I said I wasn't going to do that, but I don't like the term we're using just bricks because they're not, and they're not bars. Technic Lego gets very technical because, best way of putting it. So you put the black round connectors in there like that. I will get on a bit quicker now. Because anyone who has watched this video so far, thank you very much. See, those bits go on the side like that. So now we make the Bulldozer blade. So we start off with a grey spacer piece like this, and two red, two axles. I call these bits axles because they are generally used in when they get used for car axles and stuff like that. So you've got two of these grey angled connector pieces. They go on like that. You've got two more of these red two axles. And two of these blue three round axles, which are these ones here. Those grey pieces are the Technic 3 angled connectors. They've all got numbers on them, so if you ever need to identify them, it can make it easier for if you ever need to get parts from the Lego. I'm not going down that rabbit hole on this video though. But we have a yellow 7 Technic bar. We'll call these bars, I think, from now on. That goes on there like that. Then you have another two of these blue Technic 3 bars, or 3 connectors. They connect on there like that. Then you've got a 5 Technic bar. You put that on there like that. Next we have another one of these grey spacer pieces. Two grey 5 axles, which are these ones here, 5 long. Got two of these yellow right angled pieces, like that do the right angle connection pieces. They go on there like that. And then a 2 half cross, half round on alternate sides. Two grey spacers. The rounds doesn't seem to matter what side they go on, so I thought but it can do because those connectors do have ones you can connect to the actual between the studs on the Lego. There's a good little bit of built-in tip for you. Now we've got two more of these yellow yellow 2 bars with the cross and the round connectors on alternate sides. So they go on the opposite way to their counterparts, like so. Then 2 grey 5 axles. Thank you for bearing with me on this video. Like I say, Technic does get technical. Now we've got to build the sides of the Bulldozer. Oh no, first we've got to put this bit on here. So this bit, these 2 holes here go onto the sides of these ones here. They go on like that. Then you have a Technic 7 bar, goes on top there. That goes on there like that. Now we make the bits that go on the sides of this bit here. So we've got to do this twice, so we should have 4 of these Technic thin plates with crosses at the end and round bits in the middle. So we have 1 blue half cross half round connector and 1 black round connector. Goes on like that. I'm going to do this twice to save a bit of time. So I don't think this is a left and right thing, so by the looks of it. So then you have another one of these 4 thin pieces which go on like that. I'm going to do that again. Then you've got 2, you make sure that they're all going like that. Then you've got 2 of the yellow 3 connector bars. These go on like so. And like that. And then attach onto this bottom bit here. Like so. Then you connect, there's a few bits you have to do on here now. You've got these black bits here and these yellow bits on the top here, as you can see. So the grey axles go through the top and the bottom bit of the blade goes on like that. Then you have 2 of these yellow half connectors. Which go on like that. I think we are nearly there. Yes, we are nearly there. We are actually there. We've got a few spare pieces as well. But it doesn't look quite complete to me. Looks like we're missing something here, but no, we're not. Oh, these are the levers, and they've got a little seat on it. It does look slightly out of whack otherwise, but as you can see, you've got a Bulldozer, and the tracks roll along like that, which is actually quite good, and it does have that effect. It's a good solid build, and you can turn the wheel on the top, and it moves the blade up and down, that's the proper name for the front of the Bulldozer. As you can see, this is a small Technic set, and it has taken me an hour to build just whilst talking through it as well. But I probably could do it in a lot quicker if I probably wasn't actually talking about stuff. Probably do it probably at half the time if I wasn't talking about it. But as you can see, it's got movement on it. It's a nice little build. It's got the control levers on there and a little seat on there. So this is like for your people who probably work in construction, probably like these sets, because they are quite good sets, because they're not like the Lego City ones, which are a bit more like kid friendly. These are for 7+, so this is like for your more grown up builders and stuff like that, or people who just enjoy the more technical side of it. And it goes all the way up as well. It's got the little levers on the front there. It's really good for what it is, really. And for the and even at the £9 price point, which it started out at, it is actually very good. But if you'd like to get this set at the moment, B&M have got it for about £7. You'd probably get it for about £7 in a lot of places soon. Or if you probably shop around, you may pick one up for about £5, because there are people out there who actually sell these at £5. So these smaller sets, you get lots of nice bricks, and you learn lots of interesting building techniques as well for getting things moving. Like that worm gear, which I told you about, is in there like that. And when you turn this lever, it goes up and down, which is really cool. This is a really cool little build for what it is. It's not a branded bulldozer like some of the builds have been. So you can lift it up, drive it around on the tracks. It does work really well. It's a really nice little set. Well done, Lego. You've done a good job on this. And at the price point, if you just want to dabble with Technic Lego and you don't really want to get the big massive sets because you haven't got room to store them, these are the ideal things to buy. I would highly recommend them. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback on this video, do feel free to add them at the end of the video, and I'll try to get mentioned on an upcoming video. I'm on YouTube, Instagram and Threads, and on some Facebook channels. I'd like to thank Patrick for his kind comments about one of my videos on Facebook. Thank you very much. He's one of my Facebook friends, and he always leaves a kind comment. So if you'd like a shout out, just leave a kind comment, kind or constructive comment on the channel, and I will always endeavour to give you a shout out. Stay safe, keep building, and hope to see you on an upcoming video. And thank you for bearing with me on this video. See you next time.